Hey,
60
Hun?
seconds.
Yeah, Mavis.
Can you give me a mic check, please?
It looks all right to me. Everything's plugged in. Is that what you want?
Hun, talking to the
Oh,
mic.
no, excuse me.
Because, you don't want people to...
Contestants, my name's Raul. Talk to me. How many people we got playing?
Man, you'll get some.
All right, that works for me. Now, player one, you can go ahead and type in your name.
See any more pictures
45
of
seconds.
Tootie and my personal...
Player two, have at it, would ya?
Is a crossover to the left and 5.
Oh, yeah. Hey, I need to know if you want to play a game with 21 questions or a game with 7 questions. I'm on it.
Like Vegas, like, yeah.
30 seconds.
Ask me. I think he's...
Player one, your buzzer is the letter Q, as in quintessential. Player two, you've got the letter P, as in pandemonium.
I'd rather not
Hey,
gamble
can we
with
get a
potato
box
sticks,
for
Mavis.
Smitty to
Yeah, I'm
stand
testing for
20
live
seconds.
wire.
telephone book or something?
I guess I got it.
20 seconds. All right, listen, this is real easy, but people screw it up royally all the time. When a question comes up, if you want it, buzz in. Then hit 1, 2, 3, or 4 to pick an answer. Got it?
10 seconds.
All right,
9,
good luck.
8, 7,
All right, we're
6,
going. Lose the
5,
desktop.
4,
Okay,
3.
go to
Roaster
black.
available in gray, tan, black, and red clay. Genuine imitation brush leather hat, fringe vest, and couch spurs available separately.
It's time for the show where high culture and pop culture collide.
Hey, look at this. 2 contestants, 1 keyboard. What kind of zaniness could ensue? Oh, man, I sounded like a WB commercial, didn't I? Well, you two look like a couple of gambling types. I can tell by the tacky clothes. All right, let's do it. First of all, we're going to need some pointy objects. About those screws, if a question comes up and your neighbor over there looks like Jethro trying to hook up a VCR, that's probably a good time to screw him. Buzz in, hit the S key, and then they gotta answer it, okay? Now then, I hope you went before we left, because it's time. Player 2, what looks good?
Question 1 is taped before a live studio audience.
Here we have everybody Connie Chung tonight. I got $2,000, says you don't know this one. Put it in gear, because here we go. During her infamous 1995 interview with Newt Gingrich's mother, what game show did Connie Chung prove she would be most worthy to host? The Match Game. You bet your life. Do you trust your wife, or I've got a secret? All yours, player 1. After promising that it was just between them, Connie got Newt Gingrich's mom to whisper her son's opinion of Hillary Clinton into her ear. Since Connie's mic was turned up, we all got to hear, he thinks she's a bitch. Nowadays, Connie proves that she doesn't get to host anything. Pick a category, player 1. The category is Newsflash Dancing. Let's see what you'll do for $1,000. All right, listen to the sound of my voice. Imagine that you're at a Bruce Hornsby concert, and he's about to invite a special guest star on stage to help him sing his hit song, That's Just the Way It Is. Because he used a catchphrase similar to That's Just the Way It Is on his newscast, what might you expect to see on stage? Hugh Downs feeling the funky rhythm, Harry Reasoner moving to the groove, Walter Cronkite shaking his bootay, or David Brinkley with a glide in his stride. Walter Cronkite ended his newscast with the phrase, and that's the way it is. Then the cameras would go off, and Mr. That's the Way It Is would hop up on his desk, rip off his tie, and show the funky crew members how it really was, baby. Player 2, what do you want?
We're losing him,
On my
Doctor.
count. 1, 2, 3. Never mind.
Let's take a look at When the Anchor Talks Like a Sailor. You get this one, you pocket $2,000. Live from New York, buzz in and type the correct answer when you think you know it. You ready? Go. Jane, you ignorant blank. Now or never, player 2. Start typing and hit return. See, and then you wonder why I don't bring my friends over. Player 1, it's yours if you want. Player 1, it's all you. Type in your answer. No, adverb. Used to express the negative of an alternative. You want me to read some more? Next time, think about typing this. On Saturday Night Live's Weekend Update, Dan Aykroyd responds to Jane Curtin with the phrase, "Jane, you ignorant slut." Of course, this trend was established by Walter Cronkite's nightly sign-off of, "And that's the way it is, sluts." Category time, player 2. Coming at you, killing off the main character. I'm gonna give away $3,000 this time. Hey kids, it's howdy doody time. What show's pilot could be summed up with Shakespeare's famous quote, "The first thing we do, let's kill all the lawyers"? Highway to Heaven, Touched by an Angel, The Littlest Angel, or Seventh Heaven? Player 1. Hey, player 2, you like getting screwed? Give me an answer. Before Michael Landon's character died in Highway to Heaven, he was a lawyer. A lawyer becoming an angel, only on TV. Well, like the man says, player 1, one good screw deserves another. Player 2, how about a category? The category, wake me up before your show. You get it right, I'm giving you $1,000. Hey, you remember George Michael from that really dreamy singing duo Wham? Well, if George Michael were to host a TV show that already had his name in the title, what kind of show would he be hosting? A lip sync contest, a sports highlights show, a call-in program about sex, or a religious talk show? I'm sorry, children. Please don't feed the loser. Player 2 falls in your court. Take a shot, player 2. The George Michael Sports Machine. It's an actual sports highlights program. So, George from Wham could host the Sports Machine. Then he could go on to host Inside the NFL on HBO and do a Where Are They Now segment on Andrew Ridgeley. Your call, player 2. Player 2, you chose wisely. Player 1, pay attention and maybe you'll learn something, because player 2 is moving into a dis or dat. This dis or dat's category name is that a gun or are you just brushing your teeth? All right, I'm going to read off 7 pairs of primetime people, and for each couple, I want you to tell me if they're roommates or investigative partners. As I say each one, if they're roommates, press 1. If they're investigative partners, press 2. And slap 4 if you want to skip it. For each right answer, you get $500, and you lose $500 for a wrong answer or one you don't get to. All right, give me 30 seconds on the clock. Let's do it. Laverne and Shirley, roommates or partners? Hardcastle and McCormick. Kate and Allie. Simon and Simon. Cagney and Lacey. Hope and Gloria. Last one, Freebie and the Bean. Last one. Ain't got no more. Wow, you are on fire there. 7 out of 7. Let's throw this onto your score. There you go. Next time, you... Let's have a category, player 1.
Hi.
Ordered.
Don't shoot. Got him ordered.
Tonight. Savory.
I love you, question 7.
All right, give it up for... Did we ever find out what the BJ stood for? $2,000 for a correct answer. Forward march. If the aptly named Stacks from BJ and the Bear were replaced by Slee Stacks, with whom would BJ be associating? Busty Canadian monsters, busty police officers, busty puppet-like sea creatures, or busty reptilian creatures from a lost land? Here's the one you didn't pick. In that show, The Land of the Lost, those creepy lizard-like creatures are called Slee Stacks. Yeah, Judy Landers as a lizard. I wouldn't mind the scaly skin as long as she could do that forked tongue thing. Player one, what's up? We're calling this one, say it again, and I'll kill you. You get it right, you get 2K. Hey, help me out here, will ya? I am trying to think of the name of this TV character. It's driving me nuts. It's fill in the blank, so you're gonna have to move your fingers a little bit, okay? What's this woman's name? She's a citizen of Fernwood. She's totally obsessed with waxy yellow buildup. She's got these dumb Raggedy Ann-looking braids. She's always like rubbing her teeth dry with her. Do it up, player one. Type in your answer and then hit return. It's Mary Hartman. Mary Hartman. Mary Hartman. Mary Hartman. Mary Hartman. Mary Hartman. Mary Hart. Thank you. Player one, what are we doing?
We fill your tank and check your number 9.
Open wide and get ready for playing with pigskins and picking at bad skin. We're playing for $3,000 this time. You know how your favorite TV shows are always teaching something valuable about life? Well, this week's lesson is teaching youngsters about love and life through football. Because an actual pro football player turned actor is not part of the show's regular cast, which scenario is least probable? MacGyver trains runaway teens to block. Hunter shows junkies the forearm shiver. Father Murphy runs orphan scrimmages. Or George Papadopoulos punts Webster. No, Fred Dreyer is TV's Hunter. And you ever seen this guy in a talk show? His creepy stare makes me shiver. Player two, you want it? Player two. Nah, Little Webster's adoptive father was played by former Detroit Lion Alex Karras.
George, what are you doing? Ma'am, help!
You want to see what the smart money says? MacGyver does not feature a former NFL star as part of its cast. Although if he had to, I bet MacGyver could make all the uniforms and equipment for the kids out of some tin foil and chewing gum. Player one, give me a category.
The following is a test of question 10. This is only a test.
I believe this one is called, do you think she wears a Wonder Bra? You get it right, I'm putting you up $2,000. Okay, let's say you've just gotten engaged to Wonder Woman. Now you gotta schedule the honeymoon. Say Wonder Woman wants to take a cruise and stop in at Paradise Island to visit her family. Judging by the island's location, what other ports might you visit while you're in the area? Cape Town and Antarctica, Miami and Bermuda, Honolulu and Maui, or Crete and Lesbos? Player one. Supposedly, Paradise Island is located somewhere in the Bermuda Triangle, so you could also hit Bermuda and Miami, you know, because they're 2 points of the triangle. And if you're nice, maybe she'll let you visit her Bermuda Triangle. Now, if this were a TV show, this is where you get up and use the bathroom, but I'm in kind of a hurry, so let's move right into round two. Now, I'm not going to send you out there without a screw first, so here you go. One screw for everybody. Now in round two, every question is worth twice as much, so there's going to be some big cash moving around. Let's get to it. Player one, your choice. Well, what do we have here? Variety shows are the spice of life. How does $2,000 sound? All right, give me your best shot. Given what took place during the third season of the Sonny and Cher Comedy Hour, what song would have been the best choice for the show's finale during that season? She's Having My Baby, Chapel of Love, Run Joey Run, or D-I-V-O-R-C-E? Player one, do it! By the last season of the Sonny and Cher Comedy Hour, Sonny and Cher went through a D-I-V-O-R-C-E. Which was the reason it was C-A-N-C-E-L-L-E-D. Player one, tell me what's next. This one's called, does that involve removal of the skirt? You get a right answer, you're walking away with $4 grand. See what you can do with this one. If the Beatles were to rewrite one of their songs to honor the show Operation Petticoat, which song would they most likely sing? Ken Berry Fields Forever, I Wanna Hold Your Hooter, I Am the Walnut, or The Pink Submarine? It's all yours, player one. Player two, you got no choice. Give me an answer. No, you're probably thinking of Hooterville in Petticoat Junction, right? Because what else could you have been thinking of? Player one, you can take it. Player one. Operation Petticoat is about a group of army nurses aboard a pink submarine. So, the Beatles would change Yellow Submarine to Pink Submarine, and since Jamie Lee Curtis is one of the nurses, I'd say Hard Day's Night would also be appropriate. Player one, why don't you give me a category? May I introduce who brought the wise guy? I'll give you 4,000 clams for this bad boy. Think fast, it's question time. If the three wise men were joined by the title character from Wise Guy on their journey to Bethlehem, what would onlookers see in Jesus' manger? A powerful wizard giving Jesus gold, an undercover agent giving Jesus myrrh, a teen hustler giving Jesus frankincense, or a portly comedian giving Jesus a slap? Here's the one the winners pick. The title character on Wise Guy is an undercover agent who infiltrates crime syndicates and the like. Yeah, the Wise Guy went to Bethlehem to make sure that Joseph and Mary aren't actually scam artists who swindle gifts from the locals with their Christ child. Player two, take your pick. Okay, Flesh Nut Slit Slime Snore.
It is time for our tribulations.
Let's see if you can make some sense out of this gibberish category. Yum! Lemon rinds! You move fast, you can get $10,000 on this gibberish question. Alright, listen up. Every second and a half, some of that cash is going to disappear, so if you want to win big, you got to move quick. Okay then, tell me, with what message does this rhyme? The rind is the bearable zing you taste. First clue, the United Negro College Fund used this. They used it in its messages during the 80s. Last clue, your brain is a Player two, what do you got? Type in your Yeah, so you know that the mind is a terrible thing to waste, huh? Then why the hell aren't you reading a book or something, huh? Forget about it, you're hopeless. Player two, grab a category. This category is known as, where's the fifth dimension on this damn map? We're talking 6K here, so pay attention. Here's the question. According to the show's introduction, which of these is a place where the Twilight Zone exists? Between science and superstition, between the conscious and the subconscious, between reality and illusion, or between Arby's and Taco Bell? Player one? No, between reality and illusion, that's where you're going to find a hard copy. Player two, now's the time. Hey, if you got a minute, take a look at this. According to good old Rod Serling, the Twilight Zone is the middle ground between light and shadow, science and superstition. Kinda like Utah. Let's have a category, player one. For your enjoyment? Feeling snappy? How does $4,000 grab you? Okay, everybody's heard of the Clapper, right? Well, let's pretend they come out with a very similar product called the Snapper. And here's the genius. Instead of clapping, you snap. Who would you most likely see rolling over in bed to turn off the lights with the Snapper? Larry and Balky from Perfect Strangers, Sam and Al from Quantum Leap, Doogie and Vinny from Doogie Howser, or Blaine and Antoine from In Living Color. Player 1, if Larry and Balky are sharing a bed, I don't think they really qualify as perfect strangers anymore, do you? Player 2, you want it? So you don't lose any sleep over it. Blaine and Antoine are the men on film movie critics, and when they like a movie, they always give it 2 snaps up. The unfortunate thing is that whenever those two watch The Addams Family, the lights go off and on all over the house like a freaking airstrip. Pick a category, player 1. Let's see what we got going. Is that a bald guy in your pocket? 4,000 big ones for a right answer here. Okay, imagine this. You're at a bar when a single man approaches you. He tells you that he's an award-winning TV advertising executive, and after a few drinks, he tries a pickup line. What might he say? Not many people have a Tony like mine. Want to come over and touch my Clio? Why don't you take a look at my Eddie? Or, how'd you like to hold my Peter? The Clio Awards. They give them out every year to reward excellence in TV and radio advertising. Now, if he offers to demonstrate how he waxes his Johnson, whatever you do, don't look down. Player 1, what are we doing? Today's specialties include teeny tiny shoes to fill. $2,000 for a correct answer. Eyes forward, we're going. Say you have a tattoo removed from your arm. In its place, you decide to wear the same thing that replaced tattoo when he left Fantasy Island. What will you have on your arm? A female chauffeur, a hat-wearing monkey, a British butler, or a wisecracking computer? The correct answer is, when Tattoo left Fantasy Island, he was replaced for one season by a British butler named Lawrence. And that phrase, deplane, was completely overhauled.
Sir, I have an announcement to make. The aeroplane. Thank you, and God save the Queen.
Player 1, what's up? Let's have a big warm welcome for Seinfeld and Impulse Shopping. This one can get you $6,000. Okay, you just inherited some bucks and they're burning a hole in your 501s. Let's say you go nuts and blow through your inheritance in a brand new store called Just Kramer. Based on Kramer's product inventions, which of the following items could you not buy? A mattress filled with sand, a coffee table book about coffee tables, muffin tops, or a bra for chesty men? You should have bought a vowel. Player 2, ball's in your court. Should have picked this one. Just Kramer would not sell you a muffin top. That's Elaine's idea. And I'm sure the boys would be very interested in seeing Elaine's muffin bottom. Yeah, baby, I don't know what that means. Player 1, give me a category.
Question 20 now concludes its broadcast day.
Shake hands with top 10 ways to get there from here. 4K coming your way for a right answer. Alrighty, the next question comes straight to us from our home office in Chicago, Illinois. Let's see if you can complete the following David Letterman sequence. Oneonta, New York, blank, Wahoo, Nebraska. What towns complete the sequence? Boise, Idaho, and Dover, Delaware. Rapid City, South Dakota, and Terre Haute, Indiana. Sioux City, Iowa, and Grand Rapids, Michigan, or Pueblo, Colorado, and Butte, Montana. What, nobody's gonna go for it? Hey, player 2, look at all the cash you're sitting on there. Audience, what do you think?
Don't be a wimp!
Take a shot, player 2. Well, the first step is admitting you have a problem. What do you say, player 1? Let me show you what I would have picked. Dave's last NBC home office was Oneonta, New York, and his first 3 CBS home offices were, in order, Sioux City, Grand Rapids, and Wahoo, Nebraska. Wahoo, Nebraska. Kind of like saying, yippee, Wyoming, isn't it? Player 1, tell me what's next. Well, you've made it to the Jack Attack. Here's the deal. If you see 2 words that go together, buzz in and you get $2,000. If you buzz in when they don't go together, you can say goodbye to $2,000. Here's the fun part.
Remember the clue.
The words only match if they fit this clue. Who could replace me? Oh, ha ha. You can put your hand down now. You're going to need it. Scores! It's player 2. Hey, player 2, why don't you get your score tattooed right on your butt so that when you're older, you'll have another reason to be ashamed of it? I mean, besides this.
You don't know Jack!
That's a wrap, folks. Give yourselves a little pat on the back. And Raul, are we doing another one of these?
That's quite a feat, both of you making it to the high scoreboard like that. That means you must not have very much time to have a life. If you'd like to play again, let me know.
Well, that sounds super, Harry. Just super duper. And Undercover, they've got the street cred to get the job done.
Well, we're certainly down, homeboy. We are A-OK.
Yepper, me and my partner here are just keeping it super duper real. White and Whitey. Tuesday nights following Homeboys in Outer Space.
Super. Just super duper.
This is not a glorious war. This is a war of brother against brother, original against spin-off, Simon against Simon, Nancy McKeon against Philip. Obstacle courses are all hell.
The Civil War Battles of the Network Stars. A Ken Burns film coming this fall to PBS.
Liquor. Don't drink that.
Why?
Mine.
Oh. This message brought to you by the United States Department of Condescending Paternalism.
If you thought Taking It in the Nuts America and Taking It in the Nuts Europe was funny, well, just wait for Taking It in the Nuts Japan. An hour's worth of hilarious home videos from Japan, where every blooper involves a Japanese male getting banged in the balls. Mommy! That's Sunday night at 7 for multicultural comedy at its best. Ooh, that had to hurt. Taking It in the Nuts Japan.
Hey, Chachi, pass me that whatchamathingy.
Huh? Two best friends who've known each other for 80 years.
And who's it's flipping my jig? Pass it over here, Chachi.
You talking to me?
You're the only one here, ain't you?
They just can't remember each other's names.
My name's not Chachi, you idiot.
I don't care what your name is. I want to doodle with you, whatever.
Yes, those two lovable old characters are back with their own series.
How'd you like it if I called you Mickey?
My name's not Mickey.
That's my point.
Huh?
What?
Fridays this fall. Senile Old Men.
Hey, Stinky, pass me the Cheetos.
Are you talking to me?
You're the only one here, ain't you?
Well, what about him?
Oh, that's a lamp, you idiot.
Oh.
Senile Old Men, the new show about nothing.
I thought he looked familiar.
Have you ever wanted to be a professional television announcer but thought to yourself you just don't have the voice for it? Well, now you too can have the pipes needed to enter a glamorous career of selling crap on television.
My real voice is like this.
But with the Sybil 5000 voice semblance generator, any voice can be an announcer voice. Just set the dial on the Sybil 5000 to the voice you want to have. Choose from Suave Beer Guy, smooth, refreshing, effervescent, auto sales.
With prices so low, the cars practically drive themselves off the lot.
Even feminine hygiene.
I feel fresh all over.
Order now and we'll throw in the Looney Tuner to generate dozens of your own cartoon voices, like Superhero Guy, don't worry, I'll protect you, Zany Alien, don't move, Earth Creature, or Dopey Dinosaur. The Sybil 5000 and the Looney Tuner are both available for the special introductory price of $19,995. Order now and you too can be selling crap like this.
People all over the world are falling unconscious for 6 to 8 hours every night. What is this sleeping disease? Do you have it? Find out tonight.
Loose women. Don't sleep with them.
Why?
They're not the marrying kind.
Oh. This message brought to you by the United States Department of Condescending Paternalism.
On the next episode of Road Kids.
Welcome to Eastside Hospital, kids. Scrub up, grab a gown. Today you're all going to be surgeons.
Surgeons? Oh my god!
No way!
Cool!
I'll confess, at first I was a little nervous. Being a roadie for Van Halen was one thing, but this was serious surgery.
The doctor asked if anybody had ever performed an angioplasty before. I was like, wow, this is gonna be really tough.
Okay, Kenny, you're going to need to make an incision right there, but be careful not to get the left ventricle.
Wait, you mean right here? Oh my god! Gauze!
Surgery was definitely a challenge, but the doctors were very helpful, even after Kenny killed that guy.
Hey, the freaking camera guy bumped my arm!
You know, Kenny, you really need to take more responsibility.
I think, having to do surgery, we learned a lot about ourselves.
I can't wait for our next adventure.
Hey, look! What's that under a spleen? It's our next clue! Hey, guys! We're going to be maximum security prison guards!
Catch it all on the next Road Kids.
Tonight, after The Real World, Trenton.